right, viewers, once again, welcome to studio. Don't forget, this is Rescue Television. My name is MC Comedian Chief or Chaidomo One of Africa. I'm here in the studio with our regular, most wonderful guest. Once again, sir, can you please introduce yourself again?
Yeah, once again, I'm Reverend Emmanuel Lorumagba, the National Director, Media and Publicity Rescue Movement for New Nigeria and the Chief Editor of Rescue TV.
All right, today we'll be talking about the disabled.
Physically challenged.
Today we'll be talking about those with physically challenge in politics. So, sir, we've never had a blind man as a president, so a cripple as a president, an albino as a president. We've never had anybody like that. Is it that they are not qualified to be a president or what? Why is Nigeria like that? Why is it we've never had people of such to be our leader?
Thank you. I want to first of all commend you and also appreciate you for calling them physically challenged. Some people call them disabled. They are not disabled. The fact that they have a problem with a part of their body did not make them to be called disabled. They are not disabled. The disabled person is the person who is mentally disabled. The disabled person is the person whose mind is disabled. So disability is a thing of the mind and not a thing of the body. Was it Bitrus Gali? I know of somebody who couldn't see, was blind, and he did well. Of course, in the literary world, of course, that's my field. I know of John Milton. John Milton was blind when he was 4 years, and he was one of the greatest poets. Yet he was blind when he was 4 years. In fact, he may use his blindness. He used that blindness to write poem.
Wow.
He used it to write poem. Wow. Therefore, being physically challenged is not a sign of disability. The disability is of the mind. It is only when anyone who is physically challenged accept that physical challenge as disability before he becomes a disabled person. And somebody who has no who is not physically challenged can also be disabled when he cannot in his mind position himself properly. In fact, let me say this, a lot of our youth are disabled. They have their two legs, they have their eyes open, they have their physical optical eyes open, they have their ears open, they can talk physically, but they don't have the inner eyes working. They don't have the inner legs working. They don't have the inner hands working. It's only the physical ones that are working. Therefore, they cannot creatively make use of the power of their mind. Let me quickly add this. Any youth, I have no apology for this, that is a graduate, and after his youth service, he stayed 3 years without a job, is disabled. It simply means that he has not passed through school. School has not passed through him. He only passed through university. Somebody who has passed through university should be able to create job. In fact, from your youth service, you start working towards creating job. Therefore, physically challenged in Nigeria can be president. They can take any position, but before they can take any position, they must talk to their mind. They must start from the place of their mind to say, whatever is happening in my body has no power over my mind. I may not be able to walk physically, but in my mind I'm walking. I may not their optical eye may not be working, but the eyes of their mind is working. Therefore, anyone who is physically challenged will rise up and take your position and go all out. And I want to believe that there will be a lot of Nigeria will be ready to give you the support.
Thank you very much. Wow, I'm still looking forward for the day we'll have a physical challenge person to be a president of this country, governor, ministers, senate presidents, senators, and the rest of them. Once again, sir, you're welcome to the show. Thank you very much for your time. And I want to say a very big thanks for your efforts towards this program all this while to educate and enlighten us in so many things as regards to leadership in Nigeria. Once again, this is where we'll wrap up the show, and I still remain my favorite. My name is MC Comedian. Okay, once again, this is where we wrap up the show, and I still remain MC Comedian Chief or Chair Idomo One of Africa. 'Africa. 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 '